find jobs, keep jobs, and they're very concerned that if they're not able to keep their job or find a job, that they'll lose their homes. And as you know, we are losing homes at a very high rate still in Arizona. So I think that the top issue is really a combination of both job creation and, of course, protecting hardworking middle-class families who want to keep their homes, who've stayed in them for a long time, and helping them have the ability to do so. And I'm really happy that I was assigned to the Financial Services Committee. That committee, of course, is the committee that makes the determinations around mortgages, loans, and the finance industry. So I'm hoping to really make sure we put in some strong consumer protections to help families like my own that struggle for many years ago.
I'm watching the two of you, and of course I don't have your head between the mouth here. What I see is three of you are all smartly and optimistic. How long does that optimism last? I mean, when you say, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? Right now you seem to be smiling. Will you guys come back again and share your experiences and see how you've done?
Can I search 7 years in Arizona for legal legislature? I smile for all that. I'm sure it'll be fine.
You probably had a good sense of humor. You use that just before.
Got me in trouble sometimes. Yes. I didn't represent you.
I did 17 years in state government, serving both Republican and Democratic government, enjoyed a very effective bipartisan environment, and got a lot of great work done. And I think, sure, you have days that were much tougher than others, and we had an anemic, really difficult economy in the 90s. I have always remained optimistic, so I'd love to come back and share that enthusiasm.
So now for the last 30 seconds, and for you.
You know, I still believe in the American system here, that people are one of these legislators process. So that's what my faith lies in this. That's what I tend to do here. We got huge issues coming right away, both national level and district level. And if you just apply common sense to it, and remember the people's rights of their own self-determination, instead of government control over everything, I think we can get back to do things just as well as we did 10 years ago.
That's the workout. We're going to blame you three. We'll be back in a minute with winners and losers from the Fiscal Clip. It's the Talk of the Nation from NPR. And good afternoon. This is Michigan Radio. I'm Mike Marini. Updated stories are at MichiganRadio.org. And support for NPR comes from NPR member stations. And from IFC, back with Portlandia, starring Fred Armisen and Carrie Brownstein. New episodes Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern on IFC. Carnegie Corporation of New York Foundation created through Andrew Carnegie called Realize Permanent Good, celebrating 100 years of philanthropy. And Sit for Less, proud NPR sponsor since 2003, selling all colors of the Herman Miller Aeron chair. And Sit for Less True Black. Online at sitforless.com. Michigan Radio is your NPR news station, 91.7 in Ann Arbor and Detroit, 91.1 in Clinton, 104.1 in West Michigan.
On Stateside, we talk about the big stories.
It impacts vehicles. Anyway, what is it that we can do to come up with a model that still works?
And stories about the arts.
And that's the story we're all telling right now about what it means and feels to be alive right now in America in 2012.
We talk about the issues that affect our state and you. I'm Cynthia Canty. Join me on Stateside for conversations about what matters in Michigan.
Stateside is back this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Support for Michigan Radio comes from Washington Center in East Lansing, featuring the Broadway musical Billy Elliot, featuring the music of Elton John. Based on the film of the same name, about a boy whose talent brings his entire community together. WashingtonCenter.com. In Michigan Radio weather, mostly cloudy for the rest of the day. With a chance of light snow with highs in the 20s. Tonight, lots of snow, with a few clear spots, a chance of light snow again, and lows in the teens. Tomorrow, cloudy with snow likely. West Michigan could get 1 to 2. That is, West Michigan could get 1 to 3 inches. Elsewhere, no accumulation expected. We'll have highs in the upper 20s. Michigan Radio, and it's 2:40. This is Talk of the Nation. And headlines and some of the other stories we're following right here at NPR News. President Obama and elected officials from the Northeast are urging Congress to authorize federal aid for those recovering from Superstorm Sandy. The House of Representatives adjourned last night without acting on the $60 billion aid bill passed by the Senate. current House session is about to end. The new Congress will be sworn in tomorrow. Current age legislation will not carry over to the new session. And the United Nations now estimates that more than 60,000 people have been killed in Syria's civil war. That toll is far higher than the 45,000 deaths estimated by some human rights groups. UN High Commissioner for Human Rights called the death toll shocking and shameful. Syrian civil war is the longest and deadliest conflict to emerge from uprisings in the Arab world in 2011. Details on those stories and a question more later today on All Things Considered. With the late-night passage of a deal by the House, the political battle over the fiscal cliff takes a break, at least for the moment, and from the nearly interminable negotiations, winners and losers emerge. On the heels of the deal, President Obama offered his gratitude to several key players.
In particular, I want to thank the work that was done by my extraordinary Vice President Joe Biden, as well as Speaker Harry Reid, Speaker Boehner, and Nancy. Really been able to work very hard. I appreciate it. So once again, I want to thank you.
So we want to hear from you what you think came out as a winner of the split negotiations who didn't do so well. Give us a call. 800-989-8255. Email us talk@yard.org. You can also find us on Twitter @TOT. And again, it sounds like Vice President Joe Biden came out with some plaudits from also.
Absolutely. It seems like if you look at Mitch McConnell and Harry Reid, Republican and Democratic Party respectively, in the Senate, McConnell didn't trust Reid. A lot of Republicans didn't like Reid. There's this famous quote that we can't repeat over the air when Speaker Boehner ran into Harry Reid just outside the Oval Office. Words you don't often hear in the Oval Office. But anyway, McConnell basically suggested, well, look, I've known Joe Biden for many years. We've served in the Senate together for decades. It seemed like it wouldn't have happened without the two of them. Certainly both sides do credit Joe Biden.
And Mitch McConnell comes out as somebody who's able to make a deal, and then split.
That's true, and of course we can talk about the political ramifications of it later. Remember his fellow Kentucky Republican Rand Paul, one of the 5 Republicans who voted against it in the Senate, and who knows if there's going to be a primary challenge to Mitch McConnell, and you never know if there's going to be a challenge to John Boehner tomorrow, but at least right now...
An election, it's Speaker
of the House, exactly. But at least for right now, Mitch McConnell made it happen.
And then you go to the House side, and the Speaker of the House, John Boehner, Plan B crashed and burned. He punted to the Senate, and then it seemed like a lot of the objections yesterday in the House of Representatives from his fellow Republicans were, hey, we didn't have a voice in this negotiation.
Not only did they say they didn't have a voice, but even if they knew that they had to give in on taxes, because after all, President Obama did win re-election, and one of his promises was to raise tax rates on the wealthy, but they didn't get the promised spending cuts, and they're furious that their Speaker was willing to accede to a deal that it didn't include those spending cuts.
And the Speaker had also made a promise that, he would agree to an up or down vote. The Republicans eventually decided they did not have the votes to amend the Senate bill, which would have effectively killed it, and he then brought it up for an up or down vote in the House, knowing he would not get the majority of his own party to support it.
He hated the fact that it passed with Democratic votes, and we've said this about Speaker Boehner from the beginning, that his problem was never so much the Democratic opposition. It was trying to rein in, or at least somehow work with the Tea Party folks who were elected in 2010. And for the most part, they were not on his side. Certainly, nearly a 2-to-1 majority of Republicans voted against the bill yesterday in opposition to the Speaker.
But the Tea Party caucus, that's only, 50-60 people. There's a lot more Republicans voted against it than that.
Well, I mean, you could just say how many members of the Tea Party caucus there are, but the point is there are a lot of Republicans who just said they're just not happy with the way things are going. And if you're talking about the number of votes, 85 Republicans, including Speaker Boehner, voted for it. 151 Republicans voted against it. That's, I think there's far more Tea Party Republicans than there's 50 in that official caucus.
You mentioned earlier that 2 other members of the Republican leadership were among those voting no. Majority Leader Eric Cantor and the number 3 position of McCarthy in California. Interesting, the chairman of the Budget Committee voted with the Speaker and those voting yes.
Yes, of course, we're talking about Mr. Paul Ryan, who may have some higher office designs in mind. And on the Senate side, it was interesting, too. You talk about all the conservatives, the conservatives in the Senate, but Pat Toomey voted for it. Tom Comer of Oklahoma voted for it. Carolina didn't criticism of Nancy Pelosi is just the way the House is done. There's absolute rule when you have the majority in the House, and so Nancy Pelosi being the leader of the minority doesn't have really much of a say. Whereas in the Senate, nobody controls the Senate unless you have 60 votes, and therefore McConnell had a much outsized role, even though he leads the minority.
And one other name, that is President Barack Obama.
Well, he campaigned on it. He could have gloated. There are a lot of folks on the left who said that he gave in too much to the Republicans, that he could have insisted on a much higher tax rate for the Republicans. After all, now the Bush tax cuts are permanent for those making under $400,000. But that's something the Republicans were pushing for years, and President Obama said, not on my watch. And yet this bill basically solidified, cemented the Bush tax cuts. For all, yes, President Obama did get what he wanted. He would rather have a deal than have go over the cliff. But at the same time, Republicans got more than I think they got more than they're admitting that they got.
Well, the Democrats did also get a one-year extension of the unemployment benefits. That was important to the Democrats as well. And there were some other credits in there for what are perceived as Democratic causes, like subsidies for alternative energy.
But as we said earlier in the show, yes, we think that we could all agree the science now and all the drama and all the trauma is over, but it may not be over because we may go through this exact same thing when the debt ceiling limit comes up at the end of February and throughout the year. Again, I think of our three previous guests, the optimistic freshmen and the members of the incoming Congress. I just want to see how optimistic they can stay for how long.
Well, we want to hear from you. Who won? Who lost in these negotiations? 800-989-8255. Email us talk@npr.org. We'll start with Patrick, and Patrick's with us from Avondale in Arizona.
Hi there. You're talking about winners and losers, but I don't think there are any gold medals being handed out over this issue. At best, I think that both the Republicans, the Democrats, and especially the American people are getting a thanks for trying ribbon, because the fact that it took
This one seems pretty big, Aaron, to last year.
practically tumbling over the edge of this fiscal cliff to actually get some kind of resolution shows, and it wasn't even nobody's cheering, nobody's saying, yay, we did it, no, or no, they took it away from us. It seems that everybody's kind of grumbling about what has been achieved, and the fact that it took us going to the very edge to even get a hesitant and almost unwelcome resolution shows, I think, how entrenched both sides and well, we need to have this, and not that we need to have these things, but we can't let the other side have this or that.
Patrick's point is they were fighting over, well, what seems like at the end, small fear, the big issue on spending cuts, Ken, those all remain to be resolved.
That's true, but Patrick is also making another point that we knew the state was coming for 17 months. It was Congress itself that put in this self-imposed deadline of the fiscal cliff, so we knew it was coming, and to wait for the final hours, the final minutes to get something done. You want to buy the whole regardless of Congress.
Patrick, thank you very much for the call.
Thank you, too. I hope to hear you guys on the air for a lot more.
We do, too. Let's go next to, this is Larry. Larry with us from Tucson.
Hi there. I think the winner really is the American people, because we didn't wind up losing a lot of things. It would have been absolutely unbearable if 1 million plus people lost their jobs because a bunch of idiots in Washington can't take and agree on anything. And the loser in this was Congress, because bottom line is, we're going to keep beating them over the head and voicing our outrage until they learn that they need to have common sense. And I encourage everybody listening,
thank you.
You know what? If you don't pick up the phone,
You're right, okay? Hang up. Not the store. Come on here. Okay. What's it? Let's go around here. got all that. We're here, Eric. We're here. We're here. I know. It's all quiet. Hey, Mom, you saw me from. Yeah, you saw me from. You're not doing it. No, 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 oh.
Okay, it's open. It's open.
Ow. Go.
Aaron, we can sit down. Cindy gets to sign that.
Thanks, son. I like this movie.
Okay. Cindy, you're supposed to do that. I'll just tell them that we're here. I'll just have them call them. Cindy don't want to sign in if she's here. Cindy. Sue Ellen might be here to see somebody else too, but I know at least Sue Ellen.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay, I'll sign her in for Sue.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Is it 10 minutes? Is it 10 minutes?
I won't wait that long. We'll wait less than 10 minutes
Sit right
here.
here. Sit right here.
And you can watch that. Okay?
Why do you watch this movie?
This is the education channel. Oh, it is? Okay, well, sit down. You sit down there, Anna. I can grab another seat.
Okay. Let's grab a little kid's seat. Grab a little kid's seat.
I don't know what that means.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. It's not it's going this way.
Yeah, it's good to hear when you sit. A little small. You might have been here when you were 7 too, I'm not sure.
You sign in and we're on the thing for 10 minutes.
Less than that. Whenever if Sue's not real busy, come get us.
I think it's 10 minutes, Mom.
Well, the cab just...
I'm big now.
The cab came right on time.
Mom,
Nope.
I'm big. I'm big. Yep. Soon as you're 18. Soon as you'll be 18.
Well, we take one day at a time. The education channel here. It's not
Go watch
Netflix.
it. Go kids channel.
It is a cute channel.
Go watch it. If you want to.
I saw it.
When I remember going to school, the teacher even put education.
What?
Like electric company when I went to school. Sesame Street. Those shows been on for years. They always got new shows. Yeah, they got education shows. They also, before I went to school, they used to have Captain Kangaroo.
Well, SpongeBob came out and him as a kid. So I said SpongeBob came out you were a teenager.
Yeah.
And
I didn't watch it.
Well, in 1999.
I never watched baby stuff.
Yeah, everything's baby. They had Bozo the Clown when I was a kid.
What?
Bozo the Clown. There used to be a show, yeah.
I don't like that.
You never seen it. It's not on anymore. It was a kid's show at that time.
When it came out?
When I was a child.
Tell me.
I don't know what year. maybe 70s, I don't know.
Maybe in the 80s. Maybe in the 80s.
Well, they always have different shows every year. They always gonna have an education show.
I don't like rabbits.
Well, maybe someday you might.
I just love those rabbits. They're crazy.
They're crazy, oh.
Yeah. Would you like Angel Bears? Something like that, but my don't seem like me.
Okay.
It's a dinosaur train. It's a dinosaur train.
Yeah.
Not see. What happened that here? Near the end.
Well, I don't know.
I think that was me. I got to read I was 7. So maybe I thought I was 7. Yeah, I think I got to read I was the end. Thank you for keeping the boat down all time. While we come to that door, while we go to that door.
Okay.
We go to that door, Mom.
No, you have to wait. They'll come and get us, okay?
Okay. Go here.
They know that Cindy's here.
Who's upset all the time? Where my feet get so better?
Because we're in the heat, you know.
I feel so good.
When you play in the snow, your feet get frozen out. Yeah, we didn't wait very long.
Oh, you're getting tall. You're taller than me.
Yes, Cindy wants you to make the appointment for a month because Daphne won't be working that much. Cindy don't like to take the cab.
Okay.
So I'm sure Daphne will be okay with that.
What's Daphne like?
She got in a car accident and she don't want to be doing no driving.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this one?
I mean, she still has to come to work, you know, because she's hardly much. I think her sister takes her to work and
She was in the ER.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When did that happen?
This is good. I
forgot.
I hadn't even heard about that. Was it like before Christmas?
cramps and no wheat crampers.
There's up there's some Rice Krispie treats too, but
Okay.
you can have whenever you like. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Well, help yourself.
My stomach was slimy before.
Yeah, you can take your coat off over there.
I've been hungry.
Okay, well, we can share this.
It's good.
You only two, you got a whole bunch of snacks.
Yep, I do.
Lock up too.
Thanks.
Put your jacket off.
Okay.
Did you guys have a good Christmas?
Yep.
Yeah. It was not clean.
It was okay.
I told Cindy it was a year since Aaron been here.
Has it
I think last year was Christmas break too.
Taller.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm 10.
You're 10 now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Here, Aaron, you don't put your coat on.
It can be in the floor. Throw it over there, Aaron.
I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
I forgot.
Okay, so this is
I went to north.
January 2nd, 2013.
Where's
Wow.
the north thing?
Ask her.
Anybody
Ask Lou.
making New Year's resolutions?
Where's the north thing?
The what?
The north sun.
I have not seen that in a long time.
We got lost.
Yeah, I don't think we have that anymore.
Aw.
So let's see, why don't we...
There's some trucks and stuff in that car. The first container.
What? Oh, wait a second, play with this.
That's just
Okay.
always good, yeah. You might want to play one of these
Hey,
games. Cindy likes to play a game where we talk. You like
Yeah.
doing that?
Hey, look. I can make a
You
picture
wanna
one.
do that today? Can you sit there and do that too?
I don't know if he would do that. Hey, look. I can make a name. I can make a...
So a month from today would be, let's see, we started at 1.
Mom, I made a sign, look. I made a sign.
You just let Stephanie know what time, when.
Look, I made a sign, look.
I was
Oh,
sick.
cool. Yeah, I see that.
Why
Oh,
is it
I'm sick
hurt?
now. I got a cold.
Why
What
did
did
they-
you have?
I had everything.
Are you
Why do you
better
have
now?
Vilsky?
I had
You
this
canceled
bad
last
cough.
time, right? Because you were sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I just have this bad cough,
Bad cough.
and it continues.
Oh, like bronchitis?
You know, is Cindy supposed to see anybody else today?
I can make it 2-5.
I know.
I can make 2-5.
For next, a month from today would be like on the 30th. Do I just want to let Stephanie call and schedule?
Yeah, we could do that.
Mom, I need a bag of food. I need that.
Here.
You want the table over there? There's a little table. Okay, we'll just let it.
I can just grab some if I...
You'll be safe.
I'll just put
Oh,
down
look.
that Stephanie can.
Mom,
No.
oh, look. Is it?
And
Is
Cindy,
it
how
cool?
are you feeling today?
That's cool.
Tired.
No, it's cool. Look. Oh my God.
Tired? Is that because you didn't get enough sleep? Are you in a good mood though?
No.
Oh, my look.
Cindy don't have any appointments after you?
Not that I know
Okay.
of. Did you think that she might be seeing the
Oh,
doctor or
look.
something?
Oh, something like that. I wasn't sure.
Look.
Stephanie would know. I can call
Is
Stephanie.
Stephanie here? Oh, you got her number too?
She might be in the office somewhere.
I made a height.
I can call her on her cell phone.
Okay. She probably knows that you guys are here, right?
Yeah.
Look. I made a height.
You feeling like hurting anybody or yourself?
I made a height.
No.
Look. Oh, look.
Oh, that's cool.
Anybody hurting you?
Put it like this.
No.
Any big changes in your life, Cindy?
It's tasty.
Yeah.
What happened?
Being emo.
What? You're being emo?
Yeah.
They still do that?
I had makeup on my eyes, and I put something on my lips earlier.
Uh-huh.
Being emo.
So you're being emo now.
Yeah.